Fasten tight.
Pick the lock. Aha!
You don't look lost at all.
Ask the rat if he's being sarcastic.
Sarcastic me? Not at all. I'd never be sarcastic me. Oh no, not in the least.
Tell the rat he still sounds sarcastic.
I do not. I sound perfectly normal. Obviously.
The rat gives you a desperate look. Help me.
Ask what the rat knows about this place.
The rat's eyes widen.
I don't know anything about this place. Nor do I know anything about a blood rose, or a witch, or some dead people.
Ask about this non-existent blood rose.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm so going to give you all the information you want, while you do nothing for me.
Presuming it's being sarcastic again, ask the rat what you could do for it.
Look, I don't have a problem that means I can't tell the truth, and I don't want you to help me fix it.
It makes a face that says, understand?
Ask what may cure this troublesome affliction.
The rat gives you a grave and meaningful look, inviting you to listen carefully.
I don't think the problem is in my head, and further to that, I don't think the problem could be unscrambled by the use of sauce. I can categorically state that a short, sharp shot with something of a magical persuasion would absolutely not solve my problem immediately. And I do not invite you to look at the subtext in what I just said.
Alright, I say. I'll see what I can do.
The rat breathes a long sigh of relief, closes its eyes, and...
Okay, so I remember how I did this before. I took the staff of lightning, took it out, equipped it, and then I shocked the ground by it. And
You still don't look lost.
ask the rat if he's still being sarcastic.
he looks at you as if to say,
Okay, well, do it again because I missed apparently. No, that killed it. Shit. Where was my last load? I think that was just before I started breaking things. Just to double check, I am going to save over this autosave. And then load up the other one. Yeah, I was only 10 minutes behind, so I'm not that far behind. So I need to save... I gotta save the rat like I saved the other guy.
the jar stands before you.
Smash, we already got through all this.
This jar, with a jerk, as you
We already heard all
shatters
that.
like-
Beautiful. Thank you.
The jar on the as you see a
Flesh. Farewell to bone.
the long dead lizard's visions fade.
I can't help but
No amount.
Okay. I'm gonna save real fast over here. Okay, let's head inside. I think this crate was the only one with anything in it. It has something different in it. Same with that. Pick the lock. Okay.
You don't look lost at all. Sarcastic me, not I do.
The rat gives you a. The rat opens its mouth to speak. The rat tries to nod its head and fails.
This is...
The rat makes a face that says, well, duh. The rat gives you a grave and...
I don't think that I can cut, and I do not.
The rat breathes...
Alright. Save again. So I can save the rat. Okay, so it's also cool that I got a summoning ring this time. I wonder what I did differently that made it so that... Okay. Where'd the red go? Oh, there he is. Okay, receives a bonus from intelligence. So taking that off. No intelligence on that one. Taking this off. Okay. 17 to 20. It should only do 17 to 21 damage.
You still don't look lost.
He looks at you as...
Okay. I missed. Nope, that killed them. So the question is how do I shock this rat without it dying? How did I do it the other time and it didn't kill the other rat? And I forgot to equip the staff before I did that. So let me take that equipment off again. Oh, I think the aerophage also did something, so it was doing more damage. There we go. I think that was the difference. Okay, so again, saving so I don't mess up. Then I will shock it. No, that still killed it.
Put some space between us and this lunatic.
Okay. Could I maybe put water down, shock the water, and maybe that won't kill it? Either way, I'm going to walk over here, take the scroll with me. Okay. So, water. We'll shock the water. Oh, see, that did it.
You still don't look lost.
He looks at you as if...
Huh.
You still don't look lost.
He looks at you as if...
Do I have to hit it directly? That just kills the rat.
Has it turned on us or just lost its mind?
She still has bonus lightning. So let's try someone else. Let's put her stuff back on. Along with, let me double check, make sure to put back on her other stuff. Okay, so let's try someone else like myself. Oops. Will I do even less damage with the staff? It says 12 to 26, which I think is less than what Luis was doing. Oh shit. I loaded it, didn't save. Because for her, it still says it's doing 16 to 20. And for us, it's 12 to 16. Save this time, genius Nim. Okay, so now we are going to shoot the rat. Ah, it worked. Hey, come back. Come back.
You still don't look lost.
He looks at you as if...
Wait, so he's still mad? Okay, so that doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to keep going. Maybe whatever I did doesn't actually work. So I'm going to put my regular equipment back on. The staff back in there. And we'll just keep going.
You approach a decrepit well and stare down into its toothless black mouth. No sooner has your head crossed the rim than weak voices begin to echo from the depths.
Thirst, dry throats, drink, water, water.
The well remains as dark.
Alright, wants water.
The well is now filled to the brim with fresh, cool water, but what it has brought to the surface quickly evaporates any wish you may have had to quench your own thirst. You see the tangled remains of 3 corpses, a mixed mass of bones and skin from which 3 skulls protrude. They address you in unison, their voices a drone-like blend.
We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. We thank you for the end of torment.
I give the Fane response of their fate is as terrible as ours was. Ask who tormented them so.
The king, Brachus Rex, the madman with the crown.
Wonder why Brachus Rex punished them so horribly.
Wrath and terror. We displeased the king. The truth we spoke. His fortune told. No divinity would he be. And so he entangled our bodies and cursed our throats. Smoked the brothers of Balador. We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. We ask you for a fair.
Ask what the fare is that they're asking for.
The fair, the toll, the levy. The people of Balador must be buried with coin. Coin for the pathkeeper that leads the dead to the kingdom beyond. Spare us coin. Grant us coin. The more you pay, the further the pathkeeper takes us.
Ask what they will give in return.
Ancient things cling to our bones like earth to roots. They will be yours. For coin. For coin.
Okay, say I'm ready to pay their fare.
Sweet savior. Friend of death and fiend of life. How much will you give?
I can give the expensive amount. I've got a couple thousand, so 150 is just a kind of a drop in the bucket.
We thank you again. We bless you again. The wealth of the depths is yours. Pathkeeper, keep us. Pathkeeper, guide us. To the long-awaited kingdom we will go.
Laden with the burden of the coin you gave them, the brothers of Balador sink back to the bottom of the well. Whether they will find their kingdom or languish in the dark, wet depths forever, you cannot foretell.
They gave me something. What'd they give me? The thread. +1 to bartering, +2 to leadership, and 24 HP. The leadership's kind of neat. I don't need the bartering. But one of my other guys has a high bartering skill. I can keep it just for them, just to put it on when it's time to do something with vendors. Otherwise, I am going to keep the thievery belt. What's this over here? There's an NPC zombie that's just yellow.
You approach the still body and see its nostrils flaring. Long dead eyes rise to meet yours. As you lean in close, it lurches forward. Its arms thrash against the cage bars as it tries to reach you. Looks like it hasn't been fed in a very long time. You approach the still body. As you lean in close, it lurches.
Cursed. No longer cursed. Oh, the Devourer Claws. It's a set 1 of 5. The Devourer's strength courses through this armor, boosting its level to 20. The wearer may channel a violent frenzy that feeds off the life force of enemies.
The heavy gauntlets are cold to the touch. A prickle travels up the back of your neck, warning that you're being watched. Flickers of memory fill your mind. You long for solitude. The subtle scent of parchment wrinkles your nose. Fresh ink stains your fingertips. The memory vanishes, burned away by heat. Ash falls from the sky as a growling whisper addresses you.
I see you. And inside you is the strength I've been looking for.
Ask who the voice belongs to.
Patience. You must prove yourself worthy of such answers. You must find that place of longing in the home of a young scholar. I will draw strength from there to speak again.
As the heat around you fades, the desperate memory returns. It claws at you, trying to take hold, then slips away completely.
Oh, this is one of the 4 Relics of Rivellon quests. It's the, I don't want to call it DLC, but that's essentially what it is. It was a free content update for this. Oh, and then the captain sets another version of that. So the tyrant stuff is from the base game. The captain's extra heals is a different thing. Okay, so these aren't cursed. These ones are. I need to figure out how many pieces of the corrupted gear there was. I've got 2 pieces. I thought it was like a full set, so I figured it'd be like gloves, boots, pants, belt, like, 5 pieces of it. I'm gonna put these gloves on. And I'll keep these gloves here for it. No. And they're better boots for a fawn, so I'll put those on him. I'll just put these away for right now. Okay. So let's see what else there is in this place.
Locked.
Thievery's too low. That's why I kept that thievery equipment, so I can always unlock everything. Whoa! Why'd the door open? Crafting book. What's this one say? The variable tome of knowledge teaches you a plethora of handy adventure recipes. We picked up 3 new ones. Legend of the Blood Rose. Legend tells of the most precious rose, the blood rose prized by kings and men from ancient times. The blood rose, which we've already found in this game, grows only in the soil surfaced with suffering and fertilized with filth. In the days of Brachus Rex, the rose was grown using methods esoteric and vile, the only methods proven to grow the rare blossom. The perfumer, Awalnel, pursued Brachus to bury the bones of the tortured dead within a deep cave. He sowed the seeds within their empty skulls, watered with the tears of the tortured living. In such a soil, the blood rose flourished. The scholars say that even today, were you to find this mythical cave, the roses would grow there still. Teleportation scroll, jar of maggots, because that sells for whatever reason. Huh.
Good find.
Okay, got a key. Put that away. Ooh, loot. 418. Oh, it's another summoning item. I'll put this away for right now. Right. I didn't remember to put a point of finesse on that guy. So he can wear all this stuff. There is a switch somewhere that I need to flip. Whoa, whoa. Oh, hey.
You have done me a great service. Now, allow me to help you. The source barrier that blocks your way. I still have enough power to allow you entry.
No, I accept the offer of his help. I helped this guy. I freed him earlier. I don't know why he's still here.
It shall be done, then.
Thanks for the help, my dude. Got a Chain Lightning skill book. Nice, nice. I'll teach that to Luis. Cool. Hands of the Tyrant. The Hands of the Tyrant have a strange pestilential aura. Something demonic about the Tyrant helm, and a scorching aura burns from the heart of the Tyrant. It may be too hot to handle. Ooh, new one-handed mace. Alright, so let's reveal what's in the mace. 15, 16, 3 to 4 poison damage with a socket, 1 strength, has 25% cleave damage. Looks really good for 14, 15, 15, 16. So it's an upgrade, with the exception of I'd be trading cleave damage for lifesteal. On just the physical side of it, and then it's got the poison that I think is just on top. The real issue is again, I keep fighting like undead, and poison all that does is just heal undead. So I'm not necessarily running to just put it on. So I will put it away in my bags right now. I got the Hands of the Tyrant. So now I've got 3 pieces of the Tyrant, and I have no idea how many pieces there are. Again, I assume there's 5. I assume I'm missing like boots and pants. Oh, another crafting book. Dallas the Hammer and the Solution of Fort Joy. In a profile so complimentary it may almost be described as gushing, Hubert tells the story of Dallas the Hammer's rise from her exploits in the war against the Black Ring as a leader of integrity and steel to becoming the architect of Alexander's program of suppression of sorcery and the creator of the camp on Fort Joy. He lauds her intuition, her drive, and most of all, her compassion and grace in dealing with the sorcerers, whom he describes as poor unfortunates. Alright, so I have everything I want here. What's the quest place of longing? Place of longing. Place of longing. So, I still have the journal entry to put on that cursed ring, which I know is a bad idea, but let's go ahead and do it. Even though it sounds like a bad idea, so I'm going to save right now. I'll put it over the ring with wits. Band of Brachus.
The ring just got tighter. A lot tighter.
Ooh. So what's the log tell me? I donged the ring and it cursed me. Gee, I wonder what I thought was going to happen. Let's put on the full set.
It's been cursed. It's been cursed. It's been cursed.
Okay. So that's not the full set. Huh. Okay, so I don't want to be cursed, and I don't think it'll let me take the ring off.
Something isn't right. The ring's gone, but not its curse.
I must find the ring a new host. No. I'm just not going to put the ring on. Alright, so.
The others have gone to get us a ship out of here. Hurry on, they'll need you.
A tiny laceworm crawls from between the creature's stitched lips.
Free XP.
Worms caked you.
Oh wow. Yeah, he had a lot of stuff. Meat Golem Cage. A key bearing the emblem of the Magisters. Chunks of flesh appear to be caught in the whorls of its decorative stem. Yeah, I'll take all that back now.
Are you watching this?
I actually level up soon, so I'm going to keep doing this. Well, those guys were worth 800. Versus the regular guys were only 200. Ding! Nope. There you go. Okay. So, what did I talk about this guy? Strength. Strength. I am... Put a single point into Necromancer, because then that gets me 2 naturally. And now I have another available point. So we look at the thing that I was looking to do. I am looking to get Executioner. Okay. Now for this guy's. There's nothing I can't wear, right? On strength. Wit. Or fair. Yeah. Oh, 10% dodge while dual wielding? That's what I'm doing with Los right now. So maybe I'll do that survivability for her. No, I'll go to Executioner. Okay, Luis will be 1 int, 1 memory. Then I'm gonna do, I think, full int after that. She, I will give point in Hydrosophist. Arrow Thurge. Extra combat point ability and extra civil ability points. Duck Duck Goose lets me avoid. Yeah. Oh, every time you're hit with a melee attack while wielding a shield, you perform a counterattack. I need to get Gladiator on the Red Prince because he's the sword and board guy. Okay, I think I'm gonna get Parry Master. Yeah, Parry Master. Okay, so I'm good on intelligence, I'm good on strength, so I'm going to put another point into finesse. I think I'm going to put 2 points in finesse. For this one, so if I put points into range, it's damage and crit chance, and warfare, it's only just 5% more damage. So I'm going to put it into ranged. Thinking maybe Elemental Ranger or Executioner. I need to figure out if Far Out Man affects... It says just skills and scrolls by 2 meters, so I don't know if that... And it doesn't affect melee or touch range skills. So I'm assuming all of my stuff is a Fawn's, like, ranged stuff works, even just as auto attack. But I kind of want Executioner. Because right now, if a Fawn's been really kicking ass. I think I'll do that. Oops. Something's notes, Kral's notes. While a lovely little trick Dallas uncovered, it makes them so compliant, so willing. My playground has never been more flush with pleasures. She'll be glad for the advancements I've made. No one likes to play with a zombie after all. A modicum of will must remain, or where's the fun? Magister's Crusade. Another drained wand. Son against father book. What's this say? Oh, we read this before.
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
A history of forbidden objects. The book contains the description of several magical artifacts that have been forbidden by the Divine Order. As you flip through the book, your eye lands on the section about Idols of Rebirth. Infused with ancient magic, these small statues allow the wielder to return to Revellon after death. The statue grows ashen and loses all magical properties after use. Impish tinkerers were widely known to travel with such idols on their person. Some sources even suggest these tinkers could restore the magic properties of an inert idol using the power of a resurrection skull. Meddling with the sanctity of death is a grave offense, and all idols have been destroyed and outlawed. Those with the knowledge to craft them have been duly re-educated. An idol of rebirth. We just learned how to make it. Yeah, idol. So it takes a ashen idol of... So we have to have an idol of rebirth. Oh. So the ashen idol is one that's already been consumed, and the glowing idol of rebirth is how to restore its power, ability, whatever. To just automatically resurrect ourselves without having to go through the hassle of it. Okay. But now we've killed all the magisters, got the level up we were looking for. So I need to go find some captain's corpse.
I've spotted something.
Alright, so let's dig through the floor. That's a big chest. Crafting Bible, metal shield, blah blah. Another crafting Bible and another 11 recipes. Wow. The jelly room is a mushroom that looks like a jellyfish. Or maybe the jellyfish is an animal that looks like a mushroom. Whatever came first, only one type fits in a bottle, and it's a good thing to drink it before going out in a thunderstorm. You get to make an air resistance potion. There's a green corpse and a red corpse. Alright. I don't see any way of getting inside, so we'll teleport ourselves inside and see if there's anything good in there. We will give the teleport gloves to Moose. He's got 1500 experience or something. Oh, we got the tracks of the tyrant, so this is where the boots were. Got more stuff. Static cloud arrow. Lockdown arrow. Nothing, nothing. What is this here? Taking damage. Oh, we can climb down. Okay, cool. So, back up here on top. So we got the boots. I wonder if this was the last piece. I'm assuming there's pants. So we've got boots to identify. We have a small rock ruin, which we'll put away for right now. The boots give 2 wits, 2 initiative. That's pretty good. 9 physical armor, 7 magic armor. They're better for the Red Prince, at least at this moment. And we're wearing the Captain's Dexterous heals on him, so... So we're gonna put it on the Prince. And we got Barrage. We'll teach that to Fane. Give him the arrows. Grenades to the Prince. Medium potion to the low. Key goes into the key ring. Okay, cool. Get a sneeze. Ugh. Alright. Freed all the pigs, I should figure out where the hell they are. I also have a quest called A Place of Longing. But I don't have anything that says a place of longing. Okay, so let's teleport back. It must be on top, not inside. Thievery's too low, gotta put on the real thing.
Swish. The Magisters certainly don't spare expenses, do they?
That strange longing strikes you again. The books and ink are like sacred artifacts. Your hand is drawn to the parchment, but your serenity is shattered by heat, pouring in all sides. Ash rains down on you, violent and swift.
Excellent. Where the spirit longs to return, I have an anchor. I can speak again.
I continue to listen.
He is bound to the gauntlets you discovered. He dreamed of this place. Through his longing, I can speak. You will meet him soon. Him and others hidden far away. Leave this place. Find the mainland where the Garden of Stone and Death stands. Its master guards the next piece of the set.
Sounds like a graveyard based on the description of Garden of Stone and Death stands.
Something stings your palm, an invisible claw pressing into your skin. Elemental essence materializes in your hand.
Accept this gift as a promise. Should you gather the entire set, I will reward you 1,000 times over.
The heat and ash dissipate. Were it not for the glowing orb in your hand, there would be no proof of the vision at all.
So what did I get? A book on Dwarven customs and traditions. The final page contains an illustration of a bird-like creature surrounded by dwarves. The Vulture, Duna's Undertaker. The Undertaker's followers, known as the Death Heralds, would craft powerful armor from feathers gathered during initiation ceremonies. The rites were strict, and offering a mutton infused with swords and earth was set upon a special altar, followed by a rehearsed, the map noting the location of the altar is drawn in the margin. The rest of the entry is missing. So this book is about one of the other relics of Rivellon. Oh, here's a book, Raining Blood, which is what we needed earlier. How nice of us to get it now. I no longer need it. Sailors, scavengers, and fellow magisters, do not follow the light. There is no lighthouse in all of Driftwood, and no friendly fire by which to sail. Midnight flames are a ruse organized by dwarven filth to lure you into their piratical trap. Trust me, I know from whence I talk. Magister's Yvette. We have a letter that says, Madam, your techniques have proven most effective, a true marvel. Odd that the Source King had this technology so long ago, but managed to keep it quite secret. As to the technical matters, the monks do listen, but they're so listless and dull. They respond, but they do not engage. Would it not be possible, perhaps better, if they obeyed of their own accord? My mind races with the possibilities. Obedience through free will, a will shaped by the order itself. When we might last have the army the divine dreamed of, may his spirit rest in peace. Yours forever in service, Oravant. We have a fine book, which says there was a great need then, unfathomable forces of darkness. Forces so great the seven themselves could not hold them at bay, began to gather like storm and clouds over our great realm. And so they made a decision. They would put their differences, their rivalries, their pride aside and join in a single avatar, one who could unite the power into a single almighty force of order and good. Lucien was chosen from amongst those summoned. Lucien the worthy, Lucien the holy. 7 times divine was he, and yet he still fell. Tales of the 7 Gods. The 7 Gods were still young when they decided that each of them should have their own race to guide through the eternal flow of time, and thus it happened that Rallick, the most powerful of all gods, became the patron of humans. Their burly Duna created the dwarves in his own likeness, and even lived alongside them in the mountainous caverns. Tyr Cornelius, the poet, went into the woods and created the elves. He blessed them with near immortality and wisdom. The reptile goddess Zoraltissa wished to command a proud warrior race and thus created the lizard people, fierce fighters from the wastelands. The god Vrogir, renowned for his brutality and violence, created the orcs and enslaved them for more than 300 years before he left Rivellon. Xantheza, the goddess of mirth and laughter, wanted an intelligent race versed in the arts of magic around her. She created the imps, who were talented magicians and engineers. The goddess Amadia was an outsider, preferring to live in complete solitude. As the century passed, the 6 races spread over the continent. One day, Amadia's dalliance with a wizard resulted in the birth of several demigods. She granted her lover immortality and decided she would act as the patron mother of the wizards. Although wizards are not considered a separate race, they have always had their own goddess to pay tribute to. Claws of deceit. Since I was a young girl, my mother always used the name of the lone wolves to strike fear into my heart. Bed by 8, don't be late. When hoots the owl, the wolves will prowl. Where other children from the upper parts of Arcs played Magisters versus Blackring, in our lowly district we only played a game called Contract, each taking turns to be the lone wolf hunting assassination targets. Little was I to know that years later I'd be plucked from those very streets by the leader, Roust Anlon himself. Oh, I had fallen on hard times then, the hardest. I was but a scurrier girl in the chambers of Lord Linder Kem, forever to steer clear of his harridan wife, Paulina. Well, I met the handsome Roust, oh so handsome, and one night, as I dutifully scurried home from the market with the fresh tea leaves Lady Paulina had ordered, paid no heed to any other rumors he may have heard. It was at the market I met him, and no mistake. He saddled up to me, all bright teeth and cheekbones. By the time I found out he was a lone wolf, it was too late. He already had the keys to Kem's mansion, all good silverware, and my heart. Now, let me tell you how it all happened. All the following pages were ripped out of the book by a violent hand.
You will be cured of something entirely dangerous.
Something's happening in the room next door, I only just now noticed.
Fasten tight.
Pick the lock. Thievery too low. Pick the lock again. Rhymes of the Scribes, Part 7. A rather strange song is transcribed in this book, but the words of magic crawl into your head and give you new insight. In the Isle of the Dead, before they rise, you will hear no farewells, no goodbyes, for it is only a matter of time before they summoned back to life by the magical powers of the seas and the very essence of to be. Sounds boring.
This much is clear. Source runs through your veins. It must be restrained. But Dallas, in her great wisdom, granted us a gift. A gift. The sacrament, the cure in words. Pay attention. A shame they become so. It's important you know why this must be done. We are guards! There's a prisoner roaming loose in here. And a bloody serpent at that.
I beg your pardon, Your Honor. You! Who let you out of your cell? Come along. You'll be tried when you're called.
I ask what's going on here. What does this woman stand accused of?
All right. That's enough. You're coming with me.
Let's not be hasty, Magister. This ought to be an education for all of us. Tell me, sorcerer, what did you hope to gain by interrupting these proceedings?
Brother, do not answer. You must run. Run!
I narrow my eyes and say I couldn't allow this travesty of justice to continue.
The only travesty is that anyone could be unwilling to sacrifice what must be sacrificed. All that you give up, you give back to the realm. It's very simple, and very selfish to refuse.
I ask how this death camp benefits anyone but the Divine Order.
Source attracts Voidwoken. Voidwoken bring death. As long as Source is contained, the Voidwoken will remain at bay. The Divine is dead. Have you forgotten? We are on our own. There is only us and what we can do to protect each other.
I ask him how he intends to protect the realm from sorcerers if they're so dangerous.
Ah, a wonderful question. How to explain it? You see, with this wand, I can leech the source from within you. You'll no longer attract Voidwoken. Rivellon need no longer fear you. All this talk, why don't I just show you? Madam, please do hold still.
No! Animal! Beast! Slug! Please! No!
Perfection.
A wave of understanding passes over me. I realize that the creatures we've been meeting in the fort are cured sorcerers. People like you. You look at the High Judge in disgust.
I imagine it's quite hard for you to fathom. I don't suppose I'd look forward to this fate myself. But you must understand, if your kind are left well enough alone, the Voidwoken will destroy us. All of us. This elf has sacrificed her source. Some might say the spark of life within her. But she has done so in the name of us all. She is a hero.
I tell the judge to spare me the party line. This is nothing more than murder.
I would have loved for you to have seen our point, my friend. It would have made your transformation all the more rewarding for both of us. But the Divine Order doesn't need you to understand. It only needs you to accept.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
Now it's your turn to repent, my friend. I'm so glad you joined us here today. Even if you can't admit it to yourself, perhaps now you realize how crucial you are to our salvation.
Whose turn is it? His turn.
Prepare yourself. Meet your mate.
I don't have a great way to get down, do I? Oops. No, no. Yes, there we go. I accidentally took that off. I'm still wearing my teleport clothes. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I think about your frickin' cure. Ooh. I would have really liked to have gotten that hammer a while ago. Masterwork. Oh! 9% damage is physical damage. This is what I was looking for. Something like this. That goes in there. Goes in there. This goes to somebody else. Another crafter's grimoire. Oh, got 51 recipes this time. Take that. I got more flesh. Yeah. I need to hit up a vendor. The key that I didn't put it away yet. Okay. Okay. And I need to go this way. Well, that taught us the fortify. Let's pick the lock. Probably won't be enough. I'm probably gonna have to put on my frickin' thief belt again. Yep. I got gold and another weapon. I wonder where these stairs go. Oh, there's a second. Okay. So I could have come out this way and helped that guy a lot easier than what I ended up doing last time. Alright, so we'll head down here. We're gonna hit up the fender and get rid of all this random stuff we've got in our bags right now.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
Ooh, too far.
Good to see you. You take care.